Yo, what's up? Ogechi Aghaji, aka Oaghaji here, back in the building with another video for y'all, ladies and gents, aka my niggas and niggerettes, and aka my dudes and dudettes. You feel me? Yeah, now before I begin, just want to let y'all know that if y'all hear any background noises and whatnot, that's my family, even though it's a little quiet right now. Just want to give y'all a heads up just in case. Now, with that out of the way, let's begin. It's time for another review. Haven't done this in a while, so let's get back into it, shall we? You feel me? Now, today's review is going to be on the 1981 Hong Kong Kung Fu film classic from the Eternal Film Company, and that is the Kung Fu Executioner. The Kung Fu Executioner. Sorry, y'all, I messed up. It's been a minute trying to do this off the cuff. So, anyways, Kung Fu Executioner stars Billy Chung, aka Willy Dozan, the late great African American martial artist, actor, and icon Carl Scott, Chan Sing, aka Chen Sing from the Iron Fisted Monk, Shaolin Plot, Kung Fu the Invincible Fist, and many other classics, you know what I'm saying? Kondo, Chendo, and Mandarin, and many more. And the fight choreography was done by Leung Siu-Chung, the father of the late great Bruce Leung Sulong, and the awesome, underrated fight choreographer and actor and stuntman Tony Leung Su-hong. Planning by Wu Wangping, the screenwriter Lee Chang-Wai, art director Jonathan Tin Yun Tai, producer Paul Ming, cinematographer Chen-Wai, editor Po Hong, re-recording mixer Chong-Hua, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I wanted to review this film because, this is definitely one of my favorite Kung Fu films from Billy Chung. Now, for those of you who don't know, Billy Chung is a Indonesian martial artist and actor of Chinese descent, you know what I'm saying? And he went by the Indonesian stage name Willy Dozan, but his last name is Chung Chun Lee, because, again, he is of Chinese descent. And he has a great background in Kyokushin karate and many other styles of martial arts under his belt. You know what I'm saying? So he gained some fame in Hong Kong, but he would gain greater fame in his native Indonesia as Willy Dozan, you know what I'm saying, in movies and TV shows, etc. Oh, there's also the African American martial arts film icon, Carl Scott, you know what I'm saying? And this guy predates Michael Jai White, Tai Mok, aka Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon, and many others. And he came out after Ron Van Cleef, the Black Dragon, and Black Belt Jones himself, Jim Kelly. So he is definitely one of the early African American icons in martial arts cinema. So yeah, hats off to him. Rest in peace to the OG. You feel me? And he also paved the way for, like I said, for Michael Jai White, Bobby Samuels, Tai Mok, and a bunch of other African American martial artists and actors in martial arts cinema. Anyways, and we also got the late great Chen Sing, or Chen Sing in Mandarin, who is a martial artist, actor, and icon in Hong Kong with his films like Kung Fu the Invisible Fist. There's also The Bloody Fist, Iron Fisted Monk, The Shaolin Plot, The Himalayan, and many other, Kung Fu classics in Hong Kong and in Taiwan. So, with that little introduction on some of the actors out of the way, let's begin. And I'm going to read the synopsis that I have written down in this nice piece of paper right here. Yeah, let's begin, y'all. Lee Kun Kong, a martial artist, returns home to find out that his father is being harassed by a crime syndicate. Together with his friend Donnie, an African-American kung fu champion, he vows to get revenge when the syndicate kills his father. How'd I do? Not too bad, right? I gotta say, the story in this is actually pretty good in my opinion. It's not perfect. It has some similarities to like the Godfather films and whatnot, but it was able to be its own thing as well, to put its own unique spin to it, especially with the martial arts, which I like. Leung Chan-Wai, who wrote the script and directed this film, definitely did his thing. So, it shows that, he's a pretty good director and screenwriter, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. The characters do get some good development, especially the case of Lee and Donnie, you know what I'm saying? I like their dynamic. Before Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker in Rush Hour, there was Billy Chung and Carl Scott. So y'all need to keep tip your hats off to the OGs, you know what I'm saying? That started the whole Asian and black unity in martial arts cinema. They're definitely up there with Bruce Lee and Jim Kelly. So, anyways, like I said, the characters get some good developments, and the villains are pretty awesome, especially Chun Sing and Kong Do. They always play great villains, you know what I'm saying, in kung fu movies in both Hong Kong and Taiwan, so no complaints there. And everyone did a fantastic job with the acting, especially, like I said, with Billy Chong and Carl Scott, Chun Sing, Kong Do, and a bunch of other casts, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's all I have to say. The story, characters, and acting all get a 4 out of 5. Now, the action is just fantastic. And like I said, the fight scenes were choreographed by Siu-Chung, the father of the late, great Bruce Leung. You know what I'm saying? And it was also the father of Tony Leung Suhong. Like I said, yeah, his children, his sons, who will become famous in their own right. Bruce Leung Sulong and Tony Leung Suhong, they will become famous in their own right, with Bruce Leung being a martial arts action star in Hong Kong, especially in the television side, and Tony Leung Suhong with being behind the camera as a fight choreographer. So, I want to say again, rest in peace to Bruce Leung Sulong, you know what I'm saying? He's well known for his martial arts films in Hong Kong, especially Kung Fu Hustle, where he plays the Beast, opposite Stephen Chow. Sorry, y'all, for the brain farts being tongue-tied and shit. It's been a long day, and I'm trying to make this quick. Not too long, I would say. Anyways, yeah. Leung Siu-Chung did a fantastic job in choreographing the fights, you know what I'm saying? It's some classic, old school kung fu goodness, You can get to see Billy Chung, Chun Sing, Kong Do, and Carl Scott all showcase their martial arts skills, from start to finish, you know what I'm saying? And, the cinematography by Chun-Wai is awesome, you know what I'm saying? So, no complaints there. And the editing by Poon Hung, awesome. No complaints there at all. So, and the music is also pretty good, It uses some licensed music, but it was utilized very well. Whoever the composer is, I forgot his name. Whoever composed this did a fantastic job, so... Yeah, sorry y'all, I keep messing up because I want to make this a little quick. I don't want this to be too long. Anyways, yeah, the film as a whole was shot very well, especially, in I think it's around both Hong Kong and in Taiwan, you know what I'm saying? So, I think it was shot on location in Taiwan, I could be wrong. But yeah, the action, cinematography, editing, and lighting, all get a 5 out of 5 on this. Overall, The Kung Fu Executioner is a pretty awesome Hong Kong kung fu film from 1981, and it's also another awesome film that features the duo Billy Chung and Carl Scott. It's a shame that we don't see the two of them work together in more films, you know what I'm saying? Because they have that chemistry, you know what I'm saying? Especially in the previous film, Sun Dragon, you feel me? So, overall, Kung Fu Executioner gets a 4 out of 5. Hopefully y'all enjoy this review, despite some hiccups here and there with me being tongue-tied and, talking about the stuff too fast and the brain farts and all that. Like I said, it's been a long day. So, yeah, let me know what y'all think about Kung Fu Executioner in the comments below if y'all watched it already. If y'all like this video, y'all can hit that like button and share it. If y'all enjoy this type of content, y'all can subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to keep y'all notified on the uploads. Y'all can also follow me on my other social media accounts, you know what I'm saying? And stay tuned for more other reviews and more videos along the way. And also, I want to apologize for saying, you know what I'm saying, for a second time. So with all that said, this is your boy, Ogechi Aghaji, a.k.a. Oaghaji, a.k.a. the Pervy Sensei, signing out. Peace.